Hello and welcome. Happy birthday, Granger. I'm glad that your birthday's been a good one so far. Having it fall on a Saturday is wonderful. Welcome in. I'm the average goob, and I think it's been like 10 days since I've streamed, so this is my confession. I've been working on my game a lot of bit off stream, but I've also been burned out from work. So I found this little button. There's a little button at the top where I can do a full screen on this to show you. There's my new title screen. Looking pretty snazzy. But I also incorporated Figma into my workflow now. So I designed it out in Figma before I actually did anything. And then I want to redesign, which I also made, the class selection. So that's in the game, and I do want to redesign it. We've got Figma for that. I did a little bit of research on some character animations and sprite setups for how I'm going to be able to do this, since I found out I can do skeletal animations. And I watched a video on how to do it. So it's going to take a little bit of learning, but it's basically like using Spine. So I have a kind of an advantage there, which is nice. And we've got a bunch of items. I created an item database for the crafting and collectibles. And oh yeah, that's right. So this is all for Rise of the Intern. I set up a list of tasks. So I've got everything organized out into what I want to do, the combat, the game modes, progression systems. And I realized that this game is a lot bigger than I really wanted it to be. But I feel like that means I'm always going to have something to work on, which should keep me progressing it. So I think breaking it out kind of let me see the scope of it. And it seems like a lot, but like half of these, like, that's like art. A lot of the progression systems are going to kind of piggyback off each other. And the combat is, I think the combat is going to be pretty easy too. It's going to be like automatic. So we'll see. You may be a bit more talkative tonight, Granger. That's fine, dude. Godot has an animation similar to Unity's 2D. Yeah, it's got a whole skeletal animation set up. I think I have it in here. Yeah. No. Wait, did I not save the video? Oh no. All right. Just so I don't accidentally out myself, I'm gonna look for the video in my recently played. Oh, it's okay. It's just inventory stuff, making an action RPG, hack and slash. It's not too damning. Bless you. All right. So this is the video that I found. Um, Pretty cool. So yeah, it's got a whole bones and skeletal animation set up right inside Godot. Who would have known? Who would have thought? So, oh wait, that is it. Oh, that is the video. I did save it. It's right there. Whoops. Anyways, looks just like the Unity animation kit, right? I mean, it's a little janky to set up, but once it's set up, I can use this for like all the character animations, and then I can swap out the sprites and stuff, so I can do exactly what I want to do. Like, and it's very easy to set up. It's okay, not easy, straightforward. And then you got inverse kinemat, inverse kinematics. So yeah, it's got that all set up right away for it. Like, you just have to set a few settings. And then it's all keyframe animation. So I'm gonna be able to do this for my characters. So I did a lot of investigating there. And yeah, so I've been busy. Also I've got some stuff set up for the project. So as you can see, this is the new title screen. We've got the options button down here, and then we've got the shutdown button, which works. course, I'll have like tooltips and stuff too. Maybe like on hover, it'll say shut down or something. Or maybe you click it and you can do shutdown. I added a timer. Well, not a timer, like the actual time right now with the date. So I thought that was kind of cool. And then these folders and stuff will be draggable because I also want to implement like mini game features where it has that. You love how it looks like a desktop. Yeah, that was the goal. It's kind of like you're logging in to start your day job, kind of a feel. And then I have the class selection done. It needs to be redesigned. Hey, Shumeko! Welcome back to the Average Goobies, and welcome in. Haven't seen you online in a minute. All right, called out. I've been stressed from work. It's been 10 days since my last stream. How you doing? Yeah, they definitely took a page out of Unity's book with their skeletal system. I don't know how long it's been there, but I'm glad it's there, so. Yeah, so we have random job selections, and then you can select your job. And so this took a lot of time. I had to learn a lot. Um, but it's working. So you can see your stat bonuses whenever you select the class that you want to be, basically your previous job. And it has a little snippet about what they are. I'll probably expand this or whatever, but you can pick this. And then when you select your job, I have here in the console, because I don't have any interface for it right now, I loaded up some items, so you can see that I've added some item resources, and I'll be digging into that a little bit. But we've got the class, we've got the level, we have all of the bonuses and stats all set, so even the capped speed. We've got the damage, defense, crit, and dodge chances, and then we got all the secondary stats set up. And then I did some inventory, so you can see here, I loaded up the player with some paper and metal, and I need to work on this system a little bit so that when it adds it, like if it reaches the maximum stack, it needs to go into an existing stack. So there's some like bugs still there, but you can see that there's an inventory working. But it's been a little bit of a process, and then we've got some player movement. So I've toned it down quite a bit so that we have a base to start from, and then we can evolve as we level up. So that's it. That's basically what I've been doing. Need to figure out how to make a Steam page for Void Echo. Oh gosh, I forgot Steam's a thing. I'm gonna have to start thinking about that too in like 8 months. That's awesome, Granger. You getting ready to launch it though? About to get your housing payment that you've been waiting on forever? Hey, that's what's up, dude. I wish I didn't have to pay for a house. What's up, Yogi? Where the heck have I been? I've been resting. Well, I've been working hard, and then I just haven't had the brain power to stream in the evenings or really even do much. I've been working on my game a little bit, but I just haven't had like any energy to do any kind of streaming. So it's been pretty busy. Got bombarded with projects, which never happens in the end of the year, and it just doesn't. No, just getting it set up. Can you set it up without like publishing a game right away? We just Steam integration gives us the ability to test that functionality. Oh, yeah. I don't even know. I think I saw Two Nerdy Nerds. Bernardo was like, there's like a script, like an asset you can integrate. I think I turned off that asset library. I think it's called like Steam. Oh, I have to go online. I don't want to go online with Godot. It's all offline, baby. That way I'm working on one version of the project. Good to see me back. Well, thanks, Yogi. Glad to be back, and hopefully I can get some stuff done today. I've got a little bit of a plan. I want to get these items added, and then maybe work on like some dragging features for the desktop. So we'll see how it goes. I feel like if I say what I want to do out loud, it's not going to happen, and then I'll be held accountable to it, and then I'll feel bad if I don't get it done. So I do want to get these items added. So I've set up an entire inventory database system. So I've got my items set up as a resource. Very minimal coding here, but the item database loads everything dynamically. So I don't need to manually load each and every one of these. They get loaded from automatic script load or whatever. I've got my item database and my scene manager so I can switch between scenes easier. Like I'm learning as I'm going, but I still don't fully understand what I'm doing. So it's a little scary to navigate this, but just one block at a time. And these are kind of the core systems of the game. So I feel like once they're in place and working, which they kind of are, then I can start progressing. And I got to get started on the art. I literally haven't done anything yet, but I'm thinking like they're I really like these characters, and I'm probably not gonna go this simple, but I think these guys are funny. So I want to like bring that into something like this. So where I can like have modular characters and change their outfits. Um and then also keep like similar animations. So I like these kind of like stringy dudes. But maybe with like a little bit more detail. Obviously, they're gonna be kind of far away, so not like this much. Um, I was thinking about going like even like this simple, but I'm like, I don't know. So we'll see. I still got to work on some designs. Uh, there's this guy here, which I made a version of him. That's too funny. I like his hair. So yeah, I got a lot of work to do, but the inventory setup and like Granger, I know that you said not to use the item slots because you're like, well, the inventory has it, but and maybe this is just me like thinking too far into the future, but if I wanted to expand the slots to be restricted and stuff, I'm like, this is set up for it now. And then also if I'm saving and loading stuff, I feel like it's gonna be easier to save and load item slots. But I do have a contingency if I want to integrate this back into the inventory. It's pretty easy to bring it in. So like if I want to restrict it to like if I want to have like certain like equipment slots or quick slots or whatever, this item slot can work both in the inventory and like on screen and stuff, or like action bars. Not like I do want to have active abilities, but I don't even think I'm gonna have to store anything like Minecraft where they have like stacks and stuff. But it literally just has the two functions, and then my inventory stores those, so it has just an array of these. Well, we'll have to talk. We'll have to talk offline so you can maybe step me through that because it would be nice to have like an easy way to manage it and also export and maintain the data. Because I do have my items in their own resources. That's what item data is. So these are independent. Like it doesn't matter if I've got an inventory or item slot. But for now, this is all I can wrap my head around, and that's all anybody had tutorials on. So I'm like, I guess this is how I'm going to be doing it for now. Um, and then I asked AI, like, what would be, like, if it's good to do that. Let me see if I can find the chat. Um, what did it say? because I asked if I can combine these. I don't know where it's at. Also, this right here, I had this item slot data set to items, which is the whole item database, and I was generating an infinite loop. And Godot actually errored out and it told me I was creating an infinite loop, and I was like, thank you. It was so scary. Where the heck is that? I swear. What did it say? I feel like it just got rid of my chat. Here we go. Easier to maintain and modify, centralized item management, faster access during gameplay, better memory management. No, Papa John's. That was the. Never mind. Yeah, we can talk offline about it. I was just trying to see what Claude said about it because it was pretty elegant and it made sense, but at the same time, like nobody was combining them, which was interesting. Because it didn't really matter. Okay, I'm going to add resources though. So we don't need any crafting requirements there. All right. You have a solid base though, so that's good. Right, and I think that's what matters. Is like if I did need to combine it, like technically it doesn't need to scale up. It just needs to work. And I can always break stuff out later, but like I don't really like having 4 different scripts to manage one system. I think it's kind of a lot for just an inventory. All right, what is this one? We got paper, we've got metal, plastic. Should I be calling these item dash underscore plastic? Can I rename these? I'm gonna do this now before I get too deep into. Because I think it loads dynamically, and I'm referencing them by ID and not file name. Cool. All right. My system's not broken. Yeah, you only have 2 scripts for the inventory? Yeah, I figured. I figured you did. And technically I have 3, because I've got the item database. But this makes it so it loads it up easily, which I feel like this would be a necessary evil anyways. I could have gotten rid of the item slot. I probably could have put this database. No. Yeah, I guess I still need item data and inventory, and then this, so still 3. But yeah, oh yeah, 100% this is needed, and this is really cool. It didn't take much to build it. All right, I've got a lot of debug scripts in here. I think it's interesting that it didn't print out the inventory. All right, let's do item plastic. So this is gonna be just a boring, fun stream where I get to name stuff. I don't have any icons yet or anything either. All right, time to make a new one. Goober the Goob, Goober 1. There's some names for you. All right. Imagine that's the name of the items and you have to figure out what they do. Also, my keyboard keeps typing double sometimes and it's throwing me off. Electronics. Okay. Kind of scared that I'm gonna have like the wrong thing in here. Probably not lifting my fingers up high enough. That's the issue. It's me. Can boring and fun be used in the same sentence to describe a stream? Yeah. It's boring for you guys, but it's fun for me. Easy. Because I'm making progress on my game, which is fun, and it's boring because it's just creating resource files. See, it did it again. Did 2 R's for that. No. But I turn it off and on every day. What if I try plugging it in? Probably a wireless keyboard issue. A skill issue. Item rubber. Yeah, we'll call it that. VO5. Why is my keyboard doing this? It has the F1 and F2 buttons. They were just lit up and the rest of the keyboard was off. Okay. Okay. Must be an R virus going around. My keyboard does that from time to time and it's not wireless. I just got this new keyboard, so it would be very unfortunate if it was doing it, but it is wireless, so that may be it. Also, did you notice my interface has purple in it now instead of the blue? Apparently you can set your interface. I was just going through the settings. You can tell I was bored one night. But you can set your interface to take on the colors of your like your Windows color and stuff. So it automatically updates. Like I wonder if I can change it live on screen right here. Colors. Let's see if it changes it. Let's do like red. Okay. Oh no. Oh no. I think it just crashed Godot. Oh, it did it. Look. Look at that. Everything's red now. That's sick. Obviously it lagged the hell out, but how cool is that? I'm gonna go back to purple because it's pretty. And then we gotta wait for it to update. Hey, there we go. You can always get more. Yeah, I thought having that change was pretty cool. I almost went light mode on everybody just as a joke, but it was too bright. It was way too bright. I feel like it's working a little bit better. Not really typing too much now. Of course, I'm not typing a bunch. But it was happening like really frequently just there, so. Ink. 8. And the B stands for basic. I've got different categories: basic, stationary, electronics, break room stuff. So that's kind of where this ID comes in play. And it does have to be unique. So I kind of set myself up for failure, but I've got a spreadsheet to kind of manage it. Oh, classic game dev. I keep putting electronics adhesive. Okay, cool. Item paperclip. I don't want them to be like plural. I need to update these. So this is actually supplies. I changed these because they didn't make sense the way AI set them, so I changed them. I was like, categorize these for me. It's like stationary, electronic. And I was like, well, I'm going to do this instead. Supplies, professional, executive, and make. Why didn't it change it? I'm updating my spreadsheet. Even more boring. Okay. Just so I have better references to these. Ooh, a hydrate. Why didn't I get a notification for that? Oh. I think I got sounds turned off. Hang on. Alerts. Slim. Okay. I got it. Thank you for the hydrate. Appreciate that, Granger. Oh. It wasn't sour. Okay. Fly. These are all tier 0. Rubber band, 1 word or 2 words? It's 2. Yeah, it's 2 words. Okay. The subcategory doesn't even matter. This is just, it's like flavor. I was like, I opened this, I'm like, what would a sticky note be? It's like, these are all just, it doesn't matter. The category is what matters. Also, I'm not getting any double keys, so it must have been the wireless setup here. You're off until the 18th, so anytime you want to sync up. Okay. All right, Granger. That gives me plenty of time to procrastinate a meeting with you, so that's perfect. Yeah, if I've got some a little bit of slower time, definitely. Actually, things are slowing down a little bit, but I say that and I'm gonna get busy again. I've only got like 2 website builds right now, so a little less stressful. My stapler under fastening. Still building WordPress or did I switch? I'm still building on WordPress. I don't really plan on switching. I mean, I'm gonna keep polishing my like custom dev skills and stuff, but I mean, yeah, I'm still gonna be building WordPress. There's no sense. Bought a bunch of lifetime licenses to plugins, so might as well get the lifetime out of them. See, now scissors, technically a pair of scissors, one scissor. It's gotta be the plural of it. I mean, Granger, that'd be sick. Get your copy all done, get your images, screenshots of projects and stuff. Hell yeah. I mean, let me know if you need any help with anything. I was in there, I think, last week. I was updating stuff and updating licenses or whatever, so it should be good. You should be able to get updates. Technically, this is a weapon. Scissors can be a weapon. Whoops. I want to change that. Okay. This is not very manageable as far as IDs go. I almost feel like I should be putting their ID in their name. What do I do? I think I am going to need to get that tool that Bernardo uses. Does anybody know what that's called? I'm going to go online. What is my keybind for that? Control windows, mouse 4 and 5. Yeah, I'm referring to item IDs. In case I want to name them something. So like the IDs I'm setting manually so that I can refer to them whenever I'm adding them. So like if I go to the player and I go to where I'm adding stuff, it makes it easier so I can reference them here. So like B01 is the basic O1 item. I'm not referring to it as like paper. And so I was thinking there's something that I can get. I think it's, of course I don't have like a most used. Edit resources as table. I think it's this one. I don't know how to use plugins though. I've never used them in Godot. Thought that was gonna make the screenshot less blurry. I guess it didn't though. Adds a tab for editing them. Oh, I see up there. I'm afraid to add this to my project though. I'll have to look into it because I think that's going to be a good thing to have. Because right now this is not, it's not a good way. But it is loading them. That's good. That's good to know. All right, did I add the hole punch? Yeah. Is Manila folder like copyright? I feel like I should just call it a file folder. It's not copywritten. We'll call it something generic. I know what a manila folder is, but it's this right here. It's what's on the desktop, except just a different color. But I think a file folder is fine. Oops. Organization. Oh, we're getting fancy now. Change these IDs. PO1, PO2, PO3, 5. Just so you can see what I'm doing, I'm just... I take this. Yeah, that's all I was doing. Old mouse. These are the professional supplies. Not technically. Yeah, I guess it would be electronic. Have it under devices. Um, got a broken keyboard. I bought a broken keyboard. See, this is why to me it makes more sense to put this stuff in code under a dictionary, or an array of dictionaries rather, because without that table app, these would be very difficult to maintain and manage. Like, I think Godot needs a built-in table editor so that we can work on stuff a little bit easier. And under electronics, why not? I mean, a printer part. Not really an electronic. Right, it depends on the part, and that's what I'm thinking. I mean, these are just generic parts that you can find, but I'm thinking it's used in crafting electronics, right? So I guess I can just put it under the Electronics, I guess. I can always recategorize these later. Again, the subcategory, unimportant. It's really the main category. And then when I'm doing the crafting requirements and stuff, I just drag items in here. See, I can do a crafting component, and then I can set the item, so I can make this one like binder clips and electronics. And then I can set like 5 of those and 5 of those. That's it. That's all I have to do. Crafting is gonna be fun too. I'm just gonna make it like alchemy style. Oops. Coffee filters are luxury items. You heard it here. He must be spoiled then. Yeah. These very luxury items. Make the plastic cup a luxury item too. I don't have a consumable. Not really a collectible. Um, I think I'm gonna make a new category and just call it material. Is this gonna reset it for all of them though? Is this gonna reset it for all of them? Let's see. Okay, thank God. Woo! Lucked out. Hey, what's going on, Stoff? How you doing? How's your weekend going? All right, we can put these as just materials. Okay, I'm too afraid to try inserting an item into the enum in the middle. I'm too scared to change them. Once I have the table thing in there, I think it'd be fine. That's too scary. I don't want to do that anymore. Otherwise, this plastic utensil would have been a luxury item as well. Actually, this is do as a tool. So, and the reason these are executive, like paper plates, utensils, all that kind of stuff, is because you can only get it from the executive's lounge. And I thought it would be funny to make them like hide sought out items for crafting, because it'd be like a test of your sneaking skills. Oops. All right. Got quite a few in here. Okay, now for the crafted stuff. Right, these names are kind of bad, but I may workshop them as I go. We'll see. All right, so these are the crafted. So I feel like I should have. Does this work for items inside folders? I'm going to test this. I wonder if my script actually is recursive or not. As it can be used. Stack maybe 10 of these. We'll do 25. The makeshift weapon. Tier 1 weapon. It does have crafting requirements. I don't know if I should set those right now or not. I want to see if this picks it up though. Nope, no paper airplane. So I wonder how I would make this recursive. Let's see. Oh, folders. Oh, the heck are what is this glasses? Do they have it for the most recent version? Stable. Oh. Hey, Spot Monk. What am I trying to do? So in my directory listing script, I want to check all the items, and I would like to maybe put them in folders. I think this would be an easier way to organize them into like their tiers and stuff. So I've got different categories. I would like to put like basic supplies, professional, executive, makeshift into their own folders maybe. And I want it to get the items under there. Right now, it just checks the directory with the file name of /items and then the file name. It's not checking recursively. So I was curious if there was a way to do it recursively. Okay, so this is what I'm doing here. I'm just iterating through one directory. And it's going through each file and it's putting them out into a dictionary. Let's include navigational. Oh, hey! Welcome in! We got a raid from Fox Hollow Games. Welcome, everyone. How are you doing? How was stream? What's going on? How's your game jam going? Give you a little shout out. Yeah, if you guys don't know who Fox Hollow Games is, they are also a game dev working Godot. And I watch them quite a bit, a lot of lurking. And it's one of the places I go to learn about Godot. So if you like learning about Godot, feel free to stop by and give them a like. Got a raid and run, unfortunately. Oh no! Glad you got a raid me for once. I know, thank you so much. Well, you go enjoy your evening and have a great rest of your weekend. Thanks for stopping by and dropping off your peeps here. They're in good hands. I'm building an inventory. Oh, nice. Congrats. Wrapping it up tonight. Oh, I can't wait to see it. Anyways, thanks for stopping by. The raid and dash. Welcome in, everyone. For those of you that don't know me, I'm the average goob, and hold on, not Averglow. Hold on, Average Game Studio. I'm having a keyboard issue where it's doubling up on letters for some reason. But I've got a little website called Average Game Studio. I make video games for fun. I'm a professional web developer and designer. But I do have a website with a list of all my games, averagegamestudio.com. These are my most recent ones. Quiet Quitter, almost a year ago now. Key of the Board Warrior. I think I did this one back in April. And then Archimist, which was like September. Oh geez, maybe July. It was for a pirate software jam. So anyways, yeah, this is my first game in Godot. Everything else was made in Game Maker, and I've got quite a few in here. I've worked with a lot of different people to make these happen, but I'm trying to venture out into doing my own game art. And so that's what these three are, is all me. And this game that I'm working on right now, I have a game design document for. It's fully planned out. It's called Rise of the Intern. And I started this a little over a month ago. This is like quite the game design document, so it's very fleshed out. Quite a bit going on here, and oh hey! Welcome in, Raiders! Hey Seto, I was just explaining who I am and what I'm doing for fun. Wow, alright, welcome everyone. I can start over, I don't mind. Anything to not do what I'm working on. How's everyone doing? How was stream? Okay, Granger coming in from Seto's raid. That's funny. Ryan Hawkins, who are you? All right, listen, I took a week off, okay? I took a week off because I was stressed. And thank you for giving the shout out to Seto. I was about to do that. Not raid him back, but the shout out, I promise. Your timing is perfect. I think this is the second time I came in just as you finished explaining what you do. I think so, Seto. I think so. I mean, at this point, do I need to even tell everybody who I am? I'm just kidding. Welcome in, Raiders. Das Razier, welcome in. Ryan, welcome as always. Granger, of course, welcome. And happy birthday. It's Granger's birthday. Anybody that didn't know. RGB Productions Games, welcome in. Love to see you here. Mags, welcome, welcome. Hello, everyone. I am the average goob, and I make video games for fun. I'm a professional web developer and designer, and I just started making games solo as far as everything, going from the art to the animations to the coding and everything. And I have a theme, as you can see. It's kind of a corporate-based theme. We got Quiet Quitting, we got Key the Board Warrior. This is William Loopster the Fourth, and I did all the art for this stuff. This was my first Godot game called Alchemist, and it took me like 3 months to really polish this game and put it together, but it is on itch, and all the update notes and everything that you can think of is there. So if you want to see the progress for that, I have videos on YouTube. And then the game that I'm working on now is called Rise of the Intern. And this game is quite extensive as far as the game design document goes, but it's a 2D survivors-like RPG that I have planned. I haven't really started like working on the actual systems and stuff. I've been kind of tinkering around with like the title screen, and I've got like a little desktop going for it. So this is, you're gonna be able to like drag your desktop items around. You're gonna be able to click into the folders because these are also gonna be mini games. So I'm like, why not just make it the title screen stuff too, right? You got like your little shutdown button, you got your options button, and then this is a working clock. So you can see it is 1949 right now, and for anyone that's not in the US, this says it's 1109. So this is the month and then the day and then the year. Hey, welcome in. Anihan Shard whispers Seto Raid. Well, thank you for keeping it quiet. But yeah, this is it. You should make the option changeable. I should make it if you click it, it like changes it. I can do that. I have the ability. It's actually very easy. I had it the European or like literally everywhere else in the world way. I mean, come on, I did standard time here. You should at least give me credit for that, right? And you can see that the work stuff is in the recycling bin. The dreams and goals is right above it. So it's very symbolic. Guess you'll just have to flesh it out as an entire OS. Yeah, exactly. We got a whole operating system. No, there's gonna be some like mini game stuff, so I figured I'd go ahead and start on it. And then I've got the class selection system going on here. So the classes are implemented as far as what their starting bonuses give you, and I've got it set up in the game so that when you pick these, you'll be able to change stuff out. Oh yeah, gamer. When you click it, becomes a lunar calendar. You get the Mayan calendar, the lunar calendar. That'd be funny, actually. You just have like the different scrolls. Listen, I'm a fan of scope creep, and I don't have a deadline for this game, so be careful what you ask for. The random job works, kind of. I need to make it so it doesn't select the same job that it's on. But then you can select your job, and then look at that. And then you're like, oh, the enemies, they can chase you too. No way, you've got a video game. But the main thing is, you can see in the console here, I'm working on the items here. So we've got items getting loaded up. And then we've got the character stats. So you'll be able to name your character. We're going to have a whole character creation. You're going to be able to change out your style, your look, and everything based on like the class you choose. You're going to build your resume. So there's a lot of stuff planned for like even the character creation. But then we've got like your stats, like RPG style. We've got your secondary stats, and these are like charismas, like your workload capacity, leadership, whatever, like the classics, but turn into like corporate stuff. And I've got an inventory set up, so I've given my character some inventory, and it's working. But there are some bugs, like I need to make sure they stack to the right place, that kind of thing. Oh, there's so much going on. But how are you guys doing? This may be the best bongos emote. Or the little dolphin or shark? Oh gosh, it's a shark. I love it. Oh my gosh, the rave one is so cute. Apparently, I can click on the emotes and see the other ones. I too am friends with Scope Creep. Aren't we all? I love those emotes. Yeah, inventory is scary, Seto. And Granger said he promised he'd talk to me about my inventory because right now I've got it in like 4 scripts, and the one that I'm working on right now is to find out if I can get recursive uh, items because I want to put all these in folders instead of just in one directory. And I want to do it recursively, so that's what I was investigating when everybody showed up. But it's quite lengthy. I've got some debugging. I've got a lot of stuff to learn while I'm working on this, and I'm just adding some items right now. Doing well? Oh, that's so good to hear, Seto. I sat in your stream for quite some time today. I was I was working on this for a little bit, and then I played some video games while I was in your stream. Made significant progress in your quest editor. Oh, nice. Realized you had 2 instances of it causing trouble for me. You were calling 2 instances of your quest editor? Oh, dang. So was it causing like lag or just like you're like, why is this quest loading twice? So basically intended to move it to a child object and you forgot to delete. Careful. Your Google search is saying how to kill children might not look so good. But whenever I have to look on how to like delete children tables and stuff for databases, I still get a little scared. How to delete child without removing parent. 2 instances trying to modify a list. Ooh. Dang, that would have been annoying. So you were just like, you had no idea what was going on, and so you're getting duplicate entries, dropping off data. We need a better way to actually manage our data. We need to quit using databases or lists or resources. Can we just have like you remember the blocks from like elementary school? You just have those. Hey Mars, what's going on? Welcome in. It's going pretty good. I'm making some progress on my game, and I've been delaying making the art for so long. But I've got a Figma file now, so we've got Figma, and that's what I'm going to be using to build out interface stuff. So I'm hoping this motivates me to actually start working on the characters. I have some inspiration for like the style and stuff that I want to do. I even made like this little guy. I think I'm going to go a little bit shorter and more chibi though, more cartoony. However, this guy is pretty great. But thinking like these guys are funny to me. I don't know why. Something along those lines with like noodle arms, a lot of body parts so that we can customize their clothing. Kind of like this guy. Looks like a sausage. You had no idea twofold because they were trying to list interfaces. Oh, so you were like trying to pull from it, but it wasn't working. God, that must have been annoying. Well, I'm glad you figured that out. I bet that was a relief. I bet now you're not going to be hindering yourself. You're not going to be in your way, in your own way. Eventually, AI will just do its thing with it with oh yeah, with the databases and stuff, right? We're just gonna have AI running in the background. We're just gonna be like, hey, I want this adhesive paper item thing here. Manage it for me. Oh, I can't wait. Working, COD, and some crafting. Oh, that sounds fun. We're working on yours this morning, but got frustrated and went to shoot things in COD. That didn't help the mood. Yeah, no. Shooter games, you think that it gets your aggression out, but it just makes it worse. Mostly because of the people. If you didn't have to hear people talking shit, like I think shooters would be a very great way to release some anger. But no, we're wrong. That's awesome. Spot Monk, what are you crafting? It'll store it in the DNA. Yes. Yes, we want it to be in our DNA. You're finally on the other side of it. Oh, thank goodness. Step out of your own way so you can progress. Epoxy resin. Ooh. Today you try to make a Fortnite slurp potion. Did you make it? Did you get hit with ads? No, you got Twitch Turbo Spot Monk. We're the Turbo buddies. We can have secret conversations. Did you make the slurp potion? And you made a tic-tac-toe board? Oh, the resin stuff is so cool. I want to make I want to get a table. I wouldn't be able to make it. I don't have the patience, but it'd be cool to get like a wooden table with that like resin stuff in it and have like space. We've got something kind of like that. It's like a little lamp with like a space scene inside of it. Would be cool to have like a whole table like that. Oh no, a Nihan. You're in on the secrets. Resin can be tricky. I heard it stinks. Am I wrong? You gotta have a respirator while you're doing resin printing. Be careful. Don't lose brain cells or lung cells. There's a get directories function. Wait, can we use that? Ooh. Oh, I missed a lot of chat by looking up one thing. Got casting silicone that's just sitting there. You should 3D print some molds. You can make your own molds with 3D printing and then you can do resin printing inside of it. I didn't even think about that. That is such a good workflow. Listen, I've got a Destiny sword that needs a stand. I would get it, but I'd pull down a lot of dust. You could see it. Maybe another time. It has volatile fumes. It is pretty dangerous if you're careless. Okay, that's good to know. So be careful. You don't want anybody losing brain cells over here. It's just me. You 3D printed a video game controller as a Christmas ornament? That is so cool. Which one? Which one did you print? I know, right, Seto? 3D printing is cool. I feel like my brother, one of my brothers does it, and my dad does it, and my brother-in-law does it. Like everybody I know freaking 3D prints. I feel like it takes patience. And I know at least two, maybe all three of them can actually do their own 3D modeling of sorts too. I know one of them for sure. Sadly, your home built pressure pot has a leak. No. Siren song of potent alcohol. Not printing, just mixing and pouring. Okay. Which one? I'm ready to judge you. Yeah, the stare emote. We got a goob stare just for that too. Let's see. Did it? Oh, it pulled in the folder. Oh, I can recursively go through these. I just have to code it myself. I just don't know how to go through them. I guess I would do it for each one. Yeah, if you have the patience for 3D printing, you can probably make a lot of cool stuff. I mean, they're 3D printing houses, so. I'm scared that Spot Monk left and didn't say anything about what controller they built. I'm assuming it's a PS4 controller now. I'm just kidding. I don't have a controller preference. But in case you're wondering, we, the Council of Darkness, find you guilty. It was a mind controller all along. Okay, a PS1 controller, that's fair. That's actually pretty sick. I know, right? 3D printing houses, they got like this liquid concrete or something that they're using. Like, that's pretty cool. Nostalgia's forgiven, yeah. I mean, even if it was a PS2 controller. I didn't really play PS3, PS4, or PS5. Wow, they have 5? Yeah, no, I'm out of date on that. I think Xbox kept the same controller from 360. I think the one did change it. It's interesting technology has roots in some ideas from the 30s. The 3D printing of houses? Really? From the 30s? That's old. All right, now that I know I can do this, I'll have to create a for loop and stuff, but I can continue creating the items. Only a few left. The Xbox One, Xbox Series X have the same controllers. Yeah, that's what I figured. I think this one's an Xbox One. It's dusty. I don't really use my controller that much. There it goes again with the double letters. Am I gonna have to get a new keyboard? I just got this one. I just gotta lift my fingers up. It's probably my fault, right? Mr. Average Gooberthly. Hold on, Gooberthy must temporarily depart to assure food is eaten in my evening and will rejoin at my earliest convenience. Well, thank you, Seto, for the very proper departure. Departure. Thanks for bringing everyone by. And if I don't see you the rest of the night, have a good night. But enjoy your food most of all. I know nuts and bolts can be very tasty for an AI. Enjoy. Lots of bits and bytes to choose from. I'm gonna go grab a bite to eat. That's pretty funny, actually. Kind of like the idea of this being a Lockpick. Oh, I forgot to change the max stack here. Hey, Anian. Mind if I call you Shard? Thanks for the hydrate. We got some bat juice right here. Oh, yeah. That's the stuff. It was a little sour, but it's still good. It's fine. Oh, these need to be can be used too. Can't forget that. Giving up. I'm not giving up. Is the Nihin right? A Nihin Shard? I don't mind calling you that. If that's right. I just felt like it was because I was doing a little cheers. Not even close. Alright. Anahan? Eh? Anahan Shard? Worse. Ah, crap. A Nihan? No, did I say that? Ani? Is it just Ani? Ani Han? Onion? Onion Shard. Ani Han. Hey, we're learning today. Ani Han. I'll remember it now. You bet your dollars I will remember it now. Ah and Ha. Oh, dang it. Ani Han. Ani Ha. Hmm? Do I say the N separate? Ani Ha. Ani Ha. Hey. What does your name mean? Oh. Super Stapler. I have a Super Soaker. It's a title. It means Honorable Elder Brother. I like that. Now, it would be funny if you didn't have any siblings and everybody just needs to refer to you as the Honorable Elder Brother. I'm gonna tell my siblings they have to call me that now. I'm the oldest brother. Is it something you have to earn? Do you have to earn this right to be called that? Or can you just claim it? Respectfully. Complete strangers and acquaintances started calling it first, and then it stuck, and my foster sis made it a law. I love that. See, there's a story behind your name, and now I literally can't forget it. Otherwise, I'm being mean, right? So it is bestowed by others. Can you force them to tell? Can I be like, listen, brothers, sisters, you got to call me this from now on? Anihan. If you mispronounce it, you're a meanie. Oh, crap. I had to look back up in the chat to make sure I was saying it right. I'm not going to lie. Anihan. If they mispronounce it, then they're insulting me. Oh, who knew that making items would be super boring? Need a raise of hands. Let's do we can carry 10 of these tape traps. Welcome to inventory and crafting, Goop. Oh, thanks. Thanks. You know, I've never actually done anything inventory crafting, item management related. I don't know how you guys do it. For realsies, I won't be upset as long as you attempt to say it correctly. It's only when people insist on saying it wrong that I'll not return to that stream, but most people are pretty respectful about it. See, you know what? And I feel like going into that, like I had that feeling. So I appreciate you giving me a chance. Anihan, I will try my best not to forget your name. Now, Granger, I can't guarantee. The add-on that you've been using, Spot Monk, is it uh nope. Hold on, I got this. Um resource. Oh, is it this one? Is it edit resources as tables 2? I think this is it. And I've never used add-ons or anything, so I'm afraid to add it to my project. I'm scared, as they would say. And when I made the screen bigger, the screenshots didn't get less blurry, so now I'm even more scared. Okay. So yeah, all oh, there's a view files button. Oh, it shows you the GitHub. Oh, it shows you how to use them. Okay, cool. If you click this view files button, it does, hold on. It pulls this up. Just hit download, it'll go to the add-ons folder, and then leave that out when you compile. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Oh, flashbang, sorry. Sorry, I'm in a very well-lit room, so the flashbangs don't affect me. I almost made my editor light mode, and I was like, nobody would show up if I did that. I don't, can you even have this in dark mode? I don't think you can have this in dark mode. Sorry, yeah, it's GitHub. That's why I've been working on the spreadsheet on my other monitor because it's so bright. Like, you see this light over here? Watch this. I'm gonna minimize the window. Look at that. Now I'm gonna maximize the window. I'm just kidding, it's my lights. I'm just kidding. I'm afraid to do that. What's resource remaps? I don't want to get into this world of add-ons. This is what I do for WordPress. I just get add-ons for everything. And then like I never learn anything. But this is a tool that I think I can use. Can also import and export to CSV. What? You're saying I can make my job even easier? I'm literally working from a spreadsheet. Okay, I'll explore this outside of stream now that I know 2 people endorse it. 2 nerdy nerds and Spot Monk. I trust you. I don't even know you, Spot Monk, but I trust you. What is that? Oh, that's actually really cool. 100% gonna have to use that. You're at the point where I'm gonna have to make a ton of items for your game, so you'll be digging that out. Yeah, I'm at that point because I was thinking like I have to manage all of these IDs for every item because these are kind of like their unique identifiers whenever I run the script. And I would have to go into each and every one of these to make changes or to make sure they're not the same. So you can imagine how annoying that would be, right? So I would have to get a solution anyways. And I think that's a pretty good one. I've seen Bernardo use it from Two Nerdy Nerds. Oh no, your kitties have the zoomies. It's like a elephant stampede in your house, ain't in it? In it. Granger has Maine Coons, so they're like the size of dogs. They're bigger than small dogs. Yeah, adding the unique IDs is nice because then you can change the name of them. So like maybe I'm like, oh, coffee bomb sounds stupid. I want to change that later. Then like I can do that. I had it called I had it called caffeine catastrophe, so I already changed it. It's more like a tool. You can carry like 20 of these. Tier 2. 14-pound Shawini. Runs back and forth across the house at 11 p.m. every night. Yeah, that's like, oh, it's time to go to bed. It's time to go to bed. That's so cute. You have 4 beasts. Oh no. The youngest, part Maine Coon, Norwegian forest cat. 3 times the size of a normal house cat, twice his age. Yeah, okay. See, look at that. We've got people who understand you, Granger. What's the best way to make a selectable list of functions for spells in a resource? An enum probably. I mean, like unless you're doing unless you're doing like a separate thing for it, but like if you want to name them, I would assume this might be the best way. Again, I'm new to this, so like this is what I found is working for me. I just did an enum and I haven't tried changing these. I'm gonna test changing these once I have the asset installed to be able to manipulate things a little bit easier. But I added material to the end of this and it didn't change everything. But yeah, I mean that's what I would do. Like I'm gonna use these just to list, like these aren't really used for anything, but you could do this and make it call a function. But yeah, I'd probably do an enum. That way you can have like drop downs for it. You don't like mess up the name when you're trying to enter it. But yeah, so like I'm just listing these as subcategories. So I don't 100% know, but also if you find a better way, I'm gonna have to do that for like talents, and I don't know how I'm gonna do that stuff yet. I don't know how I'm gonna do talents and spells. I'm probably gonna make them a resource, obviously, and then when I'm managing them through code, I don't know. That's how I'm doing the inventory items though. Like I've got a script for the item database that loads all of them into my globals. So if I go over to my globals, I've got the item database being loaded, and then can test it by adding stuff like this. And I'm just referring to like the IDs that I've given them. So I could change this to like 5, 2, and 1, and then when I run my game, you can see I've got rubber, metal, paper, and paper. So just by changing the ID, it gave me different ones here. Having big kitties is nice in the winter. Not so much in the summer though. They don't shed, do they? Well, I mean, obviously they shed, but they don't like they don't like lose all their hair, right? Her legs are so warm and coated in fur every night. Ooh, that sounds like so much fun. It was really cute today. I took a nap. End of story. No, I'm just kidding. Uh, took a nap today, and my dog, like Sophie, she's laying down right now, right next to us. But she like curled up, and she's just like laying on me like that. It was so cute. She's never done that before. She was in my armpit. They shed differently because they have two coats. Okay, so like a husky. Oh no, the inconsistent shedding because of the heater and AC. Oh yeah, I bet that throws it off too. Not like the natural timing of things. Ooh. 'Xander just finished the summer shed. Okay, good. Is he good until spring? Our dog, she sheds all the time, but it's like little tiny hairs. She's like short haired. She's a Staffordshire, so she like her hair is just all over the place, but you just don't see it until it's stuck in your toe, and one day you can't walk. All right. So these crafted items are a little weird. I gotta come up with new names for them. I don't like these. Printer's Revenge, Break Room Disaster, and Filing Cabinet Doom. These are dumb. Um, I gotta come up with different names for these. 75% long hair? Dachshund. Dachshund. They leave red hair all over the place. Does it look like fire ants? All right. Well, that's working in the background. Let's see what we got here. I had some crafting inspiration here. Could do like a already did this, a rubber band ball flail. That's such a mouthful. I'm pretty sure we actually had like notes on some of these things. I've already got something like that. We've got the hole puncher. We've got. I could do a pen gun. We could do a pen gun. All right, cool. Like some people's thoughts on something I'm doing for my game. I'm trying to have a level of shield against damage. Okay, it can be added to. Sometimes it would have a minimum. Sometimes it would have a maximum. But usually it's 0 to whatever. What's the best way to display this? A number, 1 out of 10, progress bar. Depending on like your, if you're gonna have like a maximum for it, it might be worth doing uh like a bar, like a progress bar that kind of has like a circular dial or something. I mean, it depends on like what the rest of your UI and stuff looks like too, right? A good place to get some inspiration is the game UI database. But like some of these radial menus, not exactly what I'm thinking of, but kind of like this, where it would have like a charge in like a circular diagram. Maybe you could have your shield icon in the middle, and then it could be like a progress bar, and these could be like little tick marks, if you know what I'm saying. I think that would be a good way to do it. Almost kind of looks like this. They've got to have something like that, right? Player vitals. Oh, here we go. Kinda. There we go. Something like this would be kind of cool. Have a shield that's in a radial menu. There's no maximum? Yeah, so that's what I was thinking. Something like a radial, that way the ticks, you can change the amount. But it really depends on like what kind of interface you've got available. Like if you're doing bars, maybe stick to it. You can see like in this one, it's got like this shield icon with a number below it. I mean, even doing something like that's not terrible, but I was thinking like this. I like this, like a radial menu. Because a shield, you think, I've seen a lot of shields like that in kind of that style. Ooh, Armello's a good game. I liked Armello. Seen it displayed as a bar. That way you can use a modular calculation. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking for sure. I wouldn't do like a hearts system unless you only can have like a maximum of like 5 shields. But if it's like a value, shield. I don't know, find shield in screenshots. Wow, is it actually scanning through those and looking for shield? That's interesting. I don't really know how to use this website yet. Like if I can show vitals, can I search within this? Oh, wow, look at this, patterns and shapes. Oh, like this. Of course, it's not like the screenshot that I was talking about. But this part right here, something like that for your shield would, that's exactly what I was thinking. Like artistic expression, a color change means you don't have to glance away from your target, which is preferred. Yes, right. Something like this. So it's like red as it gets lower or something was I was thinking. However, I agree with sort of loading progress bar would work. Yeah. Oh, I missed your message, Granger. Athena likes to untie your slippers. Oh, and then you end up tripping. Oh shit, dude. Adorable attempted murder. Yeah, I guess it would be adorable, right? Shields and damage, direct 1-to-1 mitigation, so it's nice to know exactly how much you have. So yeah, you could do like tick marks. So it could be like a tick, and then each chunk it would change, obviously. So like this would be like the red part. It's like the armor works and Slay the Spire goes away at the end of your turn. Yeah, I think something like that would be nice. And the other one that I was thinking was this one. By the way, this is an edge feature where I double tap control and it opens up an image. Then I can zoom in and stuff. Really cool feature. But something like this too, like if you had a maximum, you could do it like this. Or maybe you could just have a progress bar that splits up like that. So yeah, there's definitely a few ways, but I think it'd be better to display it like that instead of just a number. And maybe include the number if you've got room in your UI for it too. I love this website. I haven't really had a chance to like browse too much, but I love seeing all the game screens that I need in like one area that's searchable. What a great website. But I think like this too, how they've got like stars kind of depicting their shield. They got 35. It's just a 35 shield. So I mean, this is a pretty popular one too. Another Crab's Treasure. Another one that came to mind was Apex Legends when you first mentioned shield, but I don't like how they do this. I think it's just a bar that goes over, yeah. Kind of hard to see IMO, especially in like the middle of combat. Another uncapped health bar. Yeah, but you would need some way to kind of split it up so they can see how many hits they can take, I think, too. That's why I was thinking like the incremental style. Did I create an empty one already? Okay, no. Hmm. Pips are nice. Seems like an important feature, so reducing it to just a number would make it harder to pay attention to. Yeah, I agree. I think like a good visual showing like the increments would be nice for that. About that Humble Bundle 2D asset pack for 20 bucks. You found an art style I like, but doesn't have the items you want. Which one is it, Spot Monk? I wonder if there's something like it. Is it this recent one that just came out? I'm gonna have to pick that one up. Oh, there's a lot of Unreal. Oh, that has a bunch of Godot stuff too. The game dev market one. Oh, this one. Oh, that's tempting. This is tempting. Wow, they have a lot of GUIs. Holy cow, there's so many assets in here. Okay. I think I'm gonna have to buy this. Look at all the spell icons. Oh, here we go. Fantasy RPG. Is this the UI pack you're using? Oh, you saw people playing early Slay the Spire would frequently give up on using poison as a weapon before the devs added the green smoke spoofs and the bouncing poison bottles. Oh, makes it more tangible as a feature. Interesting. Smoke poofs, not spoofs. Sorry, yeah. You already own a lot of this bundle, Granger? I feel like I probably do too. Some of these icons look familiar. That's a lot. This is a lot. Best of 2024. When does this end? 15 days? Yo, pick this up. You can share it in chat if you guys want it. I'm gonna delete all this stuff. Cool. I'm gonna put this link in chat. I don't make any money off of this or whatever, but I highly recommend Humble Bundles all the time, like as a way to get asset packs to start your video games and stuff. Like I wouldn't necessarily like launch a game with these, but who knows? Like with this amount of assets, you can make so much stuff. Like you can pair this 80 RPG pixel characters with this fantasy tile set pack and these spell icons. Look at that. Spell icons and then RPG UI, even this wooden UI. And you can make yourself a game. You paid for the assets. Like this is legit. I haven't checked Humble Bundle in a while, so thank you. Go back to the items. You like the icons in it? Yeah, they look perfect. Hey, welcome back, Seto. Yeah, Humble Bundle is awesome. Used to buy the bundles and like give away the games that I don't need. All right. I think I'm gonna do a rubber band rifle. Now that Seto's back, I'm reminded that food exists. Yeah, Seto survived and they're back after eating food. So, yes, it's a good reminder that food is around. I usually eat before streams, so I don't get any like hunger pangs or anything. Had the monthly choice for 3 years. Oh, does the monthly choice give you access to all the Humble Bundles that come out? Oh, you'd get a 20% discount on it. Okay. Did you enjoy your bits? His bits and bytes? Didn't we have other names for stuff? We got Staple Gun, Hornets, Marshmallow Gun, a Spitball Gun. Ew, a Spitball Gatling Gun. That's disgusting, but I like it. It's like one of those crank guns where you just keep going like this and it just shoots nasty spitballs out. Gotta go acquire cheap pre-made pizza from the store because you're too lazy. No, there's nothing wrong with that. The lazier version of that is to just order the pizza and spend 3 times as much. And frankly, a frozen pizza is really good. I spell Gatling. Okay, it's just one T. Now I want you to just imagine this gun right here, but with spitballs. Did I finish naming that? No, I didn't. Why is it called M12? I have 12 makeshift items. Wow. You can have one of these. This is a weapon. Done. My friend asked me how I felt after the election. I said I was going to go out and buy a gun. A Gatling gun seemed the safest, especially if you have to crank it. Only spitball Gatling gun. Can you get dry mouth debuff from using that weapon? Ew. You just constantly chewing spitballs to load it up. Maybe there's a dry mouth debuff. Gross. All right. Now, can we load them up? All right. I have to recursively go into that folder. All right, let's see how to do it. Saw a video game someone was making. It was like a mix of Binding of Isaac and an office workspace. should save it and show it to you. They came up with a weapon crafting system. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I like the idea of the Binding of Isaac in a workspace. I mean, I'm building a Survivors in a workspace. That's pretty cool. Ranger, thank you for the hydrate. Appreciate that. Bat juice. Ooh, okay, we're good. All right, how can we load this? So, okay, so we got the get directories. All right, cool. Let's refactor this a little bit. Yeah, Stoff, if you see that again, feel free to share it. Okay. I'll create a new function down here. Let's do load items in directory. We'll send the path. The old way. New way will be I'm gonna put all the items in their own categories based on this. What section of Discord should you put in? Under game development. Yeah, if you just want to put it under the game development one, that'd be fine. Why is it bad that my game looks good? Oh my gosh, it looks so good. Oh, that's the wrong one. That's my following page. Pull over this one instead. What the heck? I tried copying the link. 2 years? Oh man, buckle up. Okay, this is essentially my game, right? I love this. I was thinking about doing this, like having like the Souls like roll and stuff. Oh, I love this. That's so cool. I want to see it shoot the paper. Oh, that is awesome. I copied someone's code from Stack Overflow. I love that. Oh, I love this. This is pretty cool. Thank you for sharing this stuff. This is inspiring. The 2 years that it took him to build it is not inspiring, but the rest of it is. Oh man. Got a long ways. Okay. I'm not gonna lie. I do not like coding at the bottom of the screen. I really don't. I'm gonna put my function up here to work on it. It's basically gonna be like the exact same thing as this preload items, except we're gonna look at all the directories. I think we can do it from a different function. Back from the unintentional lurk. Welcome back. Your milk was frozen, so you can't use it? No! Did you put it too close to the back of the fridge? Oh, it's still frozen. Wait, you freeze your milk. You gotta get some real food. Okay, I get it. I get it. Well, welcome back, Shu. Hopefully you had some good food. Oh no, your dumbass roommate put the fridge on max. Oh, okay. Let's see. That was my first guess. See, I've been that dumbass roommate one time, and I made the fridge too cold. So I get it. Shit happens, right? That is unfortunate, though. I wouldn't have judged you if you froze your milk, though. All right, Granger. Enjoy your lurk. Goop froze my milk. You heard it first. No, I didn't say I'm your roommate. That's funny. All right, so we're gonna do while the file name is not equal to nothing. We don't have file name. Need to grab that. You gotta begin it. Var. See, it keeps doubling up. I don't know why it's doing that. Fine for gaming, not fine for coding. Like I said, it's basically just the same stuff as what we got down there. All right. Well, it doesn't equal anything. Skip and why are we skipping this? Got it. I don't like while loops. I really don't. Just because of the infinite loops that you can create with it, but we'll see. So this should get our directories and file names. While milk is frozen, wait. All right, there you go, Shu. You just gotta code it. You can increase, if you do a for loop, you can just increase it faster manually. You don't have to wait for anything. You just defrost the milk with fire. Done. All right, so recursively get load items. subdirectories. And this is gonna be good because we're gonna be putting all of our items in them. Put items in the directory. We get the full path plus a slash. What? Oh, I like it. Yeah, he's sitting straight. I see it. No, the finished one. I show it off. I think I've showed this on stream before, but this is the prototype of what Stellar Frog is making. She uses my streams as excuses to work on some of her own stuff. Look at this little Godzilla. So this is the prototype of it. She's doing crochet patterns. She's making a custom one. Isn't that cute? Look at that. It's got like little spikes all the way down. So cute. Oh, there's proof. We're all working on stuff around here. For milk in carton, milk.temp plus equals 1. Just take the milk, put it in the microwave. Looks like one of those little kits you can buy. It looks nice and professional. That's a good compliment. She said, she's like, I know. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. She'd say that. She didn't say thank you either, so I don't know what to say. She says thanks. Normally we're in Discord together, but she's focusing. Very cutesy. All right. Where were we? Load items in directory. Full path. Wait a second. Can you call the function from within the function? This seems unsafe, everyone. All right, I'm trusting you. All right, load items, okay. elif, file name, ends with, this is the tress files. Signal in a function? It's not even a signal in a function, it's calling the same function. It has exit paths though. This isn't the end of it. We'll make sure to typecast it. Yep. And then if item, calling the same function sounds like a loop error. We'll see. I mean, if my stream crashes, at least we know why, right? Let's do store the actual item data. So this script is to load all my items into memory so that we can call them faster. All right, this is where I messed up last time. Items.id equals item, not items. No, don't autocomplete it. It almost messed it up again. All right. Then outside the elif, we do file name equals dir dot get next, right? And then we close it out. List dir end. Okay. How do I mass comment something out? Okay. Just for now. in case I need to go back. All right. So do we want to take a vote on how fast this is going to crash? So it shouldn't, right? It should only go in there. And if it's calling this function again, it's looking into the full path, but this only happens if it's a directory. It's not async though. All right. Yep. Cannot convert object to string. Oh, did I mess this up? Oh, it just needs to be a string. My bad. All right, let's try it again. Oh, hang on. I don't have any of my debug messages in here. I'm like, nothing loaded. Hey, look at that. Second try. I was gonna say first try, but okay, cool. Cool. So I just had to make a while loop. I said I don't like using while loops, but it looks like it got it. So we can see that our spitball Gatling gun is in there. Now the ultimate test would be to move these. Crafted. I need to split them up into tiers. All right, let's make new folders. Let's do basic. Supplies. Professional. Executive. I'm going to rename this to makeshift. Okay. All right. Now I got to find them. This is the worst part. So bear with me. Okay. I need to find paper, metal, plastic, electronics, and rubber. These are all basic. These are all basic. There we go. I need adhesive, string, and ink. Adhesive, ink, string. Okay, these are also basic. Paper clips, rubber band, sticky note, stapler, tape dispenser. Did I not make a tape dispenser? Uh-oh. Scissors. I'm gonna put a note here. I gotta add tape dispenser. Hopefully I didn't ruin the IDs. This is where that table editing. This is why I should have made folders to begin with. All right, scissors, hole punch, hole puncher, binder clips, file folder, pen. Okay. These are professional. No. Supplies. Okay, let me make sure I don't have a 5. Cool. All right, let's create one real quick. This is why I created a spreadsheet. This isn't really a material. Desktop tools. Okay. And then the professional old mouse. I think it's just the rest of these now. Oh no, we've got executive stuff. Never mind. All right, broken keyboard, USB cable. Phone charger, printer parts, and calculator. Professional. And then these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are all executive. Okay. Now I should load this up and we should see the same exact amount of items. Hell yeah. Oh, perfect. Okay. And see, look at this. So much better. Everything's grouped up. It's pulling them out of their categories perfectly. All right. So if I hit new career, admin assistant, we load it up. The player should have items in their inventory. Okay, cool. Let's test this with let's test it with a makeshift item. Let's put some M7s in there. Let's get some coffee bombs. Player. Let's do give item 20. Oh, I was like, oh no, it didn't work. I didn't select a job though. Coffee bomb 20. It worked. All right. Cool. We have a working inventory. We have all the items added. I do still need to add the requirements for the makeshift, but I need to actually work on those. I have something kind of that works, but I need to come up with better crafting materials. So perfect. All right. I think I'm going to call it there, though. We've been going for almost 2.5 hours, which has been nice to get back and do some game dev on stream. So thank you all for hanging out with me. We're going to go raid. Looks like they just started. So let's go raid Jitspo. We've raided in there before. And it's kind of a fun time to hang out there in the evening and just kind of relax and unwind. So I think that's going to be where I'm going to hang out for the rest of the night. If you want to join me over there, I would appreciate it. Let's go over there and share some love. Oh, thank you all for hanging out. I will be live again probably tomorrow. I mean, if you guys want to hang out, we'll be here tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern. I've got some more game dev stuff on the list here, so we'll be probably looking into doing some art at some point too. I need to actually start working on it. Can only be in these systems for so long, right? But yeah, it's been a good time coming back. So took a little hiatus and I should be streaming a little bit more regularly again. We are getting towards the holidays though, so it might be sporadic. But I look forward to seeing you here. And for now, have a great rest of your night, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.